Question 1. Is there any supplication which is not accepted? 2. Also some prayers seem not to be accepted. What is the reason for them? In the name of Allah, the Merciful. Al-Jawab, with the help of the King, the Wahhab of Allah, the Guide to the Truth, and the answer. 1. In some traditions, some such people have been pointed out whose prayers are not accepted. So it is in the hadith that the prayer of a servant is accepted until he does not pray for a sin or does not ask for something that it was asked. O Messenger of Allah, may God bless him and grant him peace, what is meant by hastening the acceptance of a prayer? He said, let him say, I prayed and prayed, but I don't think so. Al-Sahih Muslim, Kitab al-Dhikr al-Dua, Vol. 04, p. 2096. Darahiyya al-Trath al-Arabi, Beirut. There is another hadith in the Holy Quran that the Messenger of Allah, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, he said, supply with the certainty of acceptance from Allah Almighty, and Allah Almighty does not accept the supplication of a heedless heart. 2. Also, despite the above-mentioned reasons, sometimes it seems that the prayer that is being asked is not being accepted. So in this regard, it should be remembered that there are different forms of acceptance of the prayer, that sins are forgiven by Yathvis, and it is beneficial in Yadnaya, and then in the hereafter, the reward will be collected for him. And when a person sees the reward of his such prayers in the day of tomorrow, he will wish that none of my prayers were accepted in this world, and everyone used to gather here. So this is a collection of hadiths of two places. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, the supplication of a servant is not devoid of three things. 1. Or his sins are forgiven. 2. Or he gets benefits in this world. 3. Or for this, good is accumulated in the hereafter, when the servant Onsha will see the reward of those prayers that were not answered in the world. He will wish, I wish none of my prayers would have been accepted in the world, and everyone would have gathered here. Al-Dua for Al-Tabarani, Chapter Majah 5, Fazl Zum al-Da, p. 32, Dar al-Kutub al-Ilami, Beirut. Therefore, if the fruit of the prayer is not visible, then one should not worry. Rather, one should continue to pray in the presence of Allah Almighty, and the reasons for the acceptance of the prayer, for example, the observance of duties and obligations, avoiding sins, etc., and its etiquette, for example, reciting Durud Sharif at the beginning and end of the prayer, praying with the heart and hoping for acceptance, etc., should also be kept aside, as this increases the hope of acceptance of the prayer.